better know.
Hi you guys, it's Nylajai'ne and welcome back to my YouTube channel. And today, as you guys can see by the title, I'm going to be doing another tutorial on how to retwist locks, but instead we are going to be two-strand twisting them. If some of you guys don't know, I will put the video up above. I have already done a tutorial on how to retwist locks, and those are for beginners. If you don't know how to retwist, I suggest you go back to that video. That is the basics before you start styling. I really feel like this tutorial is important because when I first started, I used to look up how to two-strand twist and style the hair, and I felt like I really wasn't getting any justice, and it was so complicated for no reason when it really is so easy. It is not as hard as it may seem like, as it may look like. So for me, the main issue was just trying to figure out which way to twist it, how to secure the ends. So I will be showing you guys all of that and not just putting bits and pieces, because that is kind of what left me in the dust when trying to figure out how to style locks and, you know, do all of the extras. So to make it easier, I usually spray water on the scalp if it is maybe too dry, or if the hair texture is a bit too coarser, if they're really tender-headed. It just makes it easier to kind of get the foundation down, pull the hair out of the way, and then we can go up and clean the part. Now to clean up the part, I use lock braiding gel. I always forget the name. I'm gonna put a picture up here so you guys can see it, and I'll have it in the description box below. But you want to go in with your product and you want to clean up that part, go over it again, make sure it's nice and clean. I definitely recommend this product. I feel like it causes no buildup for my clients. I use this product for everything except for stitch braids, you know, some styles that don't require such a stronger hold, but I definitely recommend this product for retwists. It is the best thing I have ever came across, and the product you use definitely plays a huge part in how your end result will come out. So you just want to clean up those parts and make sure everything is set in stone. So first off, as you guys can see, his locks are smaller. The parts are not square and perfect parts. So when it comes to parting his hair, it's not going to be in one straight line or one way. You really want to part the hair in the direction that the locks go. Don't try to break the hair, or the parts can be neat, but they don't have to be straight. If the locks are not straight, if the parts are not straight, don't try to part it so that it can be straight. Part it in the way that the parts go. If it's wavy, part it that way. Part around the locks, if that makes any sense. And then you want to go ahead, part your first lock, and depending on which way your clients or whoever's locks were started, if they were started to the right, you want to twist the lock to the right. I also mentioned this in my other tutorial too, on which way to twist the locks. And if the locks were started to the left, you want to twist it to the left. So his locks are started to the right. So when it comes to two-strand twisting them, a lot of people get it confused on how to do the two-strand. So if their locks are started to the right, you are going to take two locks that you have that you want to two-strand twist together, and you want to take the lock that's on the right and cross it over the lock that's on the left. So you're going right over left, and you are just twisting that down. And obviously if the locks are started to the left, you are going to take the right lock over the left lock. So it's different. If they're started to the left, left lock over right lock. If they're started to the right, right lock over left lock. So yeah, hope that makes sense. So then you want to two-strand twist it down, and when it comes to the end, I'm gonna show you guys people never show that in the videos, so I'm going to show you guys how to do that. So when it comes to the end, you basically take the end and you kind of pull the strand up a little bit and you wrap it around the end of the 2-strand twist. I hope this is making sense. The best I can do is just show y'all in the video. And then you're just securing that with the with a rubber band. So I'm taking a rubber band and then I'm gonna secure that. I'm gonna show that again a few times in the video so you guys can get a better understanding, because it's hard trying to say it. It's better if you guys visualize it. So yeah, you guys can go ahead and watch me do it a few more times.
Let your edge out to some iceberg, you'll be heavy in my mind. Can you get the heck out? I need rest now. Got me bummed out. You baby, baby, baby. I've been on my empty mind, shit. I should've get from losing the best of me. I worry that I wasted the best of me on you, baby. You don't care. This is urgent. Trying to make some simple change to be a war in my mind. Gotta let go away, he was holding me. Choose the right, but it will be up in front of me.
So also another thing, if you are doing a row and the locks are not there aren't an even amount of locks, you can always twist 3 strands together. And obviously if the locks are bigger, you're able to kind of count the locks on the next row, and if those are uneven as well, you can take a lock from the row that's on top of that row and 2-strand twist it to a lock that's on the bottom row, if that makes any sense. But if you are on a row and it's an uneven amount of locks for you to 2-strand twist together, just 2-strand twist 3 locks together. And what that looks like is you just taking, 3 strands, obviously twisting them all one way, if they're twisted to the right or twisted to the left, and you're going to take either 2 locks on the right and cross it over to the left, or 1 lock on the right and cross it over 2 strands to the left. It really just depends on how close the locks are together. So if there are closer locks to the right of those 3 strands, then you guys know what I'm saying. It's not any different. You're just taking 2 and twisting it to another one. Or you can either twist one together first. You can either twist 2 strands together first and then twist another strand over it. So yeah, twisting that, and then you guys can also go ahead and see how to secure that again. If I showed it, I can't remember.
Let your edge out to some iceberg, you'll be heavy in my mind. Can you get the heck out? I need rest now. Got me bummed out. You baby, baby, baby.
Also, I am twisting the hair as I go. There are different ways to there are definitely different ways to part out the hair when 2-strand twisting. Some people either retwist all the locks first and then 2-strand, or maybe retwist a row and 2-strand as they go. I have done both of those methods when I was a beginner, and honestly it took so much longer. I said, okay, I'm gonna try to, obviously you want to try to speed up the process. We don't want to be sitting here all day. So for me, I feel like 2-strand twisting as you go is just so much faster, because you don't have all these clips in the way. You're trying to clip everything down, which takes so much more time to clip everything and retwist everything all at once and then go back and 2-strand twist it. So I would say to retwist as you go. Maybe if you're a beginner, if you find it easier doing the other methods, you should do that if you think that will help you. But if you're wanting to be efficient and move fast, I definitely say retwist as you go. It has definitely cut down a lot of time for me as I have grown as a hairstylist, for sure. So it used to take me like 4 hours to do a regular size retwist of somebody's locks. Now it takes maybe like 2. This probably would have took me like 6 hours. It took like maybe 4 hours. So I definitely recommend retwisting as you guys go. And then you guys will see me, you know, parting. You guys can get the gist of the parting, and how I'm just following his locks, following the pattern of his hair. Don't try to break off any hair to get it straight. Not everybody's locks is like that. So you will see that. And yeah, you guys can continue to watch. There will be a few more examples of how I am retwisting the hair and securing the ends. Now, as far as the finished product, in my last video of just doing a basic retwist, I know I told you guys to usually sit your client under the dryer for maybe 20 minutes so that their hair can be dry and set and the retwist can be in place. But when styling your client's hair, whether it's 2-strand twisting or barrels or whatever, the style usually keeps the retwist in place, so you don't have to necessarily sit them under the dryer for a long amount of time. But what I will do is take a regular blow dryer and just blow dry their hair for a few minutes, 5 minutes maybe, going from the hot setting to the cold setting to just, you know, dry out some of that gel and that product. But at the end of the day, the style will hold it together and you won't need to put them under the dryer. So this is the finished product. We hope this tutorial helped you guys. Once again, if you guys have not seen my beginner tutorial on how to just retwist the locks, I suggest you guys go and watch that. I will have that link somewhere in the video. But thank you guys so much for watching. Please comment any other questions that you guys may have, any suggestions you guys may have. I'm still learning as a hairstylist, even 3 years in. So I just hope this helped you guys, and I hope you have a happy client or whoever it is. So until next time, and bye guys.